Okay, Chris, we are live.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Community Board 10 Police and Public Safety Committee meeting. Today is October 16th, 2025. On the agenda, we have 4 items. An SLA liquor wine beer cider application for Ariane Brooklyn Court, doing business as Campos Taverna, 8413 3rd Avenue. Next is SLA liquor wine beer cider application for Chinos. Did I pronounce that right? Chinos Pizzeria Incorporated, 8702 3rd Avenue. SLA wine beer cider application at Bay Ridge Manor, LLC, 476 76th Street. And next, we have the review of application submitted by OV Enterprises, LLC, 9206 3rd Avenue, the new adult use retail cannabis dispensary license. First item is Campos. Ariane? Ariane? Ariane Brooklyn Court, 8413 3rd Avenue. So the owner is Nicholas Moises.
Moises,
Okay.
one of,
That's one up. And who else is there?
me, Paris Moises, Nicholas Nicolano,
Okay.
and Michael Boyce, is on,
He's on Zoom.
Okay, very good. And you currently own Pegasus Restaurant,
correct,
right? On 87th Street and 3rd Avenue,
86.
86 and 3697.
Mhm.
There is a 500-foot rule for this, so you're gonna be going to a hearing. The private party you're gonna be hosting, or what type?
Showers.
And then you're gonna have music, background music.
Yes.
Okay. You're also gonna have the backyard, correct?
Correct.
Now with the yard, in the past, I know we had with Udo,
Mhm.
complaints about the music, right? So it came down to there's no outdoor music in one location, right? There's supposed to be no outdoor music, with any type of restaurant outside, right, front or rear. So the capacity you have 60, you have 22 seats with 11 tables, one stand-up bar with 4 seats.
Mhm.
And outside you have 28 seats with 14 tables.
What does that mean?
You did submit a menu. There's no certificate of occupancy, right? You have a letter of no correction.
Actually, we sent, my lawyer, sent the certificate of occupancy, last meeting, you should have it on, yeah.
Any questions from board members?
There's no,
The music, indoor, not outdoor.
Sorry,
The music, indoor, not outdoor.
indoor.
Yeah. No, because there were a lot of 311 complaints in the past. You know, we had a figure starting here, and then the news. And she was very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we did, I think there were 10 311 noise complaints regarding solely to the backyard and music, but then we had her come in and then it was resolved.
That was within a year?
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah.
So, any more questions?
No.
Elizabeth, Liz? Okay, I'll make a motion. So we will seek to deny your application unless you agree to the following stipulation. Stipulation is the premise will operate as a restaurant. There will be no sale, consumption of alcohol on the premises unless there will be appropriate license issued by the state liquor authority. Applicants will not serve or allow to bring your own booze until their license is obtained. The owner or manager will be on site during all hours of operation. The hours of operation will be Monday through Sunday, 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. I believe outside you had it
It's early,
That's Friday.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the outdoor has to be.
And I thought you had like 1 a.m.
No, it's supposed to be the same 10 p.m. every day and just Friday and Saturday 11, I think.
Yes. So your hours of operation Monday through Thursday? 12 p.m. to 10,
Mhm.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Your hours are 12 p.m. to
Like,
11.
out of, that's the out, yeah.
Oh, you have a hand raised. Michael, I'm sorry, do you have a question?
Yeah, pertaining to the hours of operation, we were advised that it's when last patron is out. That's why it's 1 a.m. That does not indicate, though, what time the kitchen closes and the full hours of operation of the restaurant.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, he means that that's 1 a.m. is the hour that the last client is out of the restaurant. It doesn't mean that's the hour that the kitchen closes or something.
All right, so
Like,
when
the
you,
kitchen might close at 11, but
Like last call 11 and then.
then everybody's out by 1.
everybody's home.
Staff will clean,
Mhm.
get things ready for the next day. But we were advised to put the time at which every single person is out of the restaurant, which is why we put 1 a.m. If that's
Meaning-
not what
meaning
we
the
should have
staff.
done, we can,
Meaning
the
the
staff,
staff?
correct, correct,
So your hours of actual operation with the customers is going to be till 11 o'clock?
correct.
Kitchen,
Yeah.
Kitchen. is-
And then the restaurant closes and then you guys are cleaning up?
Mhm.
Okay, that's your hours of operation. It's 11. I understand you're gonna be there later. That's,
Yes.
the restaurant is not
sometimes
serving.
You,
I understand.
you might close 11, but
Yeah.
you need some time to.
Okay. So getting back. So the hours of operation will be Monday through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. again. Fix that. There will be no smoking permitted. There will be no outdoor music. The doors and windows remain closed with any amplified music. Background recorded indoor music sound levels remain below the level permitted by the New York City Noise Code. Once the state liquor authority license is obtained, the committee board may call upon the applicant to address any concerns that may arise. There will be at least 20% visibility view into the establishment at eye level. The applicant agrees that should it change its method of operation, it will give notice to meet with the community board committee at least 45 days in advance of any such change. Any discussion on the motion? Okay. All those in favor? Opposed? Confused?
I'm in favor.
Okay, thank you, Elizabeth.
Motion passes. Good luck, dear.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so,
guys.
thank
Basically
you.
the same thing as your other vote.
When's the next meeting?
The next meeting is next Tuesday, the 21st at the Fort Hamilton Senior Center. So the committee will present the motion to the full board. You're welcome to come in case there are any questions.
Can
Okay,
we attend through Zoom?
no,
Oh, it's.
I'm sorry.
There's no Zoom.
It'll be on YouTube if you're unable to come, but if you can, that's great, just in case there are any questions. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Yeah.
Thank you.
Both of you.
Thanks, guys.
We're only out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
I said some stuff you don't.
Yeah, I know.
You're welcome to stay, but you don't have
Next
to.
item.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Kikinos?
Yeah, Kikinos.
Kikinos, okay. You know, there's a pay. It's Kikinos Pizzeria Incorporated.
Really, it's Chiquinos. Is
Kikino.
it a turkey?
No, I don't know. Maybe these guys can jump
I
on
don't
there.
know.
and Zoom.
8702.
What do you think?
You're Anthony Caravallo?
Yes,
Okay. And the owner is Leonard Mancini,
yes, sir.
and he has previous experience. There is a 500-foot rule hearing that you have to become. You did submit plans to install in the building, right?
Yes.
And they're doing renovations, do I understand?
Correct. They own the building as well. It's a family building.
They own the building? They used to be Uncle Louis G's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Joseph, was that Luigi's?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the
It's been
ice
vacant
place,
for about
yeah.
over a year,
Mhm.
way over a year. You're going to be utilizing outdoor space. How are you gonna be utilizing outdoor space?
So that's gonna be a DOT, outside license. I don't believe it's part of their property.
Correct,
So we would have to come back to you guys anyway on that, I believe.
correct. Right. The interior has 4 tables with 18 seats, no bars. You have a stand-up bar with 10 seats. Yeah. Outside, you plan on putting 14 seats with 7 tables, but that's going to be a DOT requirement.
Correct.
You are gonna have delivery service. How are you gonna be doing deliveries? Yes,
Joseph, are you third party or are you guys gonna do deliveries yourselves?
Well, we're gonna, right now, I think we agreed to some bicycle and we're gonna have delivery ourselves at this time.
your hours of operation on Monday through Thursday, 8 AM to 12 AM.
Correct.
Friday and Saturday, 8 AM to 1 AM. And Sunday through Thursday. And outdoors, you plan on doing 8 AM to 11 PM.
Correct, when it comes to fruition.
That's another issue. You did give us a menu?
Yes, we should have a meeting.
Any questions from any board members?
Turkey is Tuckino.
Yes.
And this is just for wine, beer, and cider.
This is full liquor.
So,
This
This
is
is
liquor.
500 foot, as you mentioned earlier.
I'm friends.
Oh, so, yeah.
Which I don't think they're gonna do a tremendous amount of full liquor, being an
Mhm.
Italian restaurant, but they just wanna have it. They'll probably do mostly wine and beer, but they also wanna have full.
We'll be checking with them. Why don't you? So I'll make a motion that we seek to deny your application unless you agree to follow stipulation. If anybody has any questions? No. The premise will operate as a restaurant. There will be no sales and consumption of alcohol on the premise until the appropriate license is issued by the state liquor authority. Applicants should not serve or allow bring your own booze until the license is obtained. The owner or manager will be on site during all hours of operation. The hours of operation will be Sunday through Thursday, 8 AM to 12 AM. Friday through Saturday, 8 AM to 1 AM. Not even put outdoor. There will be no smoking permitted. There will be no outdoor music. The doors and windows should remain closed with any amplified music. Background recorded and no music sound levels will remain below the levels permitted by the New York City Noise Code. Authority lengths to obtain, the committee community board may call upon the applicant to address any rise. There will be at least 20% visibility view into the establishment at eye level. The applicant agrees that should it change its method of operation, it will give notice and meet with the community board at least 45 days in advance of any such change. Any discussion? Any additions? All those in favor, please signify. Thank you.
In
Elizabeth?
favor.
Okay, thank you.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Refusal? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Are you still here? You have another applicant, okay.
Represent this too?
Yeah.
This is for the new liquor or a transfer?
It's a transfer.
It's a transfer.
I apologize to interrupt, but is there any follow-up that we need to do or we're good to go?
Oh, yeah. So, as I mentioned earlier, Joseph, if you would like to attend our general board meeting, that will be if one of you, it's on Tuesday, the 21st, next Tuesday, 7 PM at the Fort Hamilton Senior Center at 99th Street and Fort Hamilton Parkway. The motion will be presented before the full board and it'll be voted upon. So if there are any questions from the general board, we always, recommend that you come. It's not, mandatory, but we do suggest if one of you do want to come. It's at the public hearing section of the meeting, so it's early on in the meeting, so you don't have to stay the whole meeting.
Can I do a 2-for-1 and vote right after, or is it literally voting that soon?
Yeah.
All right, we appreciate the invitation. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Good luck.
Take
to you.
care, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so
Good
much.
luck.
Nice.
Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Next item. Which is for a transfer. For favorite command. located at 476 76th Street, which is currently a catering hall. The hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. The new owner is Ali Al-Said. Okay. And this is a transfer of license number 0346-21-114-512. There is a public assembly. For the first floor, there are 225. The cellar has 125, a total of 350. The table on the first floor has 220 seats with 22 tables. The cellar has 120 seats with 10 tables. And this is basically only going to be private events.
Correct.
Correct.
Not allowed to be open to the public, it's a catering license.
And the music, you're gonna have background music, DJ, and live music,
Yeah, that would depend on
Depending on-
the person having the party.
depending on
Whatever
the
they
person
prefer to
having the
have.
party.
There might not always be live music, for example.
Mhm.
They might want,
Indoor too.
yeah, it's all we can.
Yeah, there's no outdoor seating.
I was wondering, what about like clubs that, rent the premise?
No outside promoters.
No.
It's gonna continue the same method of operation for the last
Right.
45 years.
Right, I mean, for example, AARP holds a monthly meeting there.
I don't know if he'd be open to that, maybe, but it's not gonna be promoters coming in. having
Right, I
events.
see, yeah,
It's gonna be, you're having a wedding,
right,
a special event, an anniversary, a birthday,
right.
retirement party.
Okay, thank you, I just, no.
The promoters, or when people come and they promote like,
Right,
new rock bands and the kids go around the schools and they give out tickets. And
right,
everybody
yeah,
comes
that's a
and-
different story.
That-
That's usually
No.
venues that are open to the public,
Yeah.
like not catering establishment licenses, usually don't have promoters in it.
So in the past, there have been 311 complaints for noise and barking. Or just noise,
Just noise.
just noise complaints.
Mhm.
How do you feel like you're gonna mitigate that?
So I mean, I think if I could just express, this is the same operation for the last 45 years.
Right.
And Ali has had licenses in the past. He's an investor, he has over 20 properties.
Mhm.
I know him for 25 years. He had a liquor store years ago, and he went into more real estate management. He will do what in concert with the seller, whatever's effective and will work. As you all know, it's a tight spot there. parking lot.
Mhm, that's why.
So he'll do the best he can. But also Ali is buying the property. So
Okay.
he's buying the building also. It's a substantial investment in the community. So he's certainly not gonna want to create any issues. It's a substantial investment for him. And he wants to keep things going as the way they've been.
Okay, so your method of operation is gonna be continuing as is,
Correct.
right? No changes.
Correct.
All right. Any questions? No? Ruth?
You raised, that there have been noise complaints. Could you tell us more about what those issues were?
So we looked at them over the last 2 years. There were about 10 in total. And they were just related to, door open, outdoor music. And they were resolved right away.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? No? Make a motion. That we look to deny your application unless you agree to follow the stipulation. The premise will operate as a catering hall. There will be no sale or consumption of alcohol on the premises until the appropriate license issued by the state liquor authority, and this is a transfer zone, but still the same. Applicants will not serve or allow bring your own booze until their license is obtained. The owner and manager will be on site during all hours of operation. The hours of operation will be Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. There will be no smoking permitted. There will be no outdoor music. The doors and windows should remain closed with any amplified music. Background recorded NO music sound levels remain below the level permitted by the New York City Noise Code. Once the state liquor authority license is obtained, the community board may call upon the applicant to address any concerns that may arise. Visibility. There will be at least 20% visibility view into the establishment at eye level. The applicant agrees that should he change its method of operation, it will give notice and meet with the community board committee at least 45 days in advance of any such change. Any discussion? Call the question. All those in favor? Is it fine? Opposed? Recused? Liz?
I recuse.
You recuse, okay. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
And same too as Tuesday, our meeting,
Thank you, guys. Tuesday, what day is that?
Tuesday the 21st.
Same time?
Right, it's at the Fort Hampton
Senior
Senior
Center,
Center.
99th Street in Fort Hamilton.
The Parkway, yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Good luck to you. Thank
All right,
you.
good luck to you.
Great, everybody.
Good
You can
night.
pay them on the way out.
Forget the checks.
All right. Next item is for a new retail dispensary of cannabis. The location is 9206 Third Avenue. For those that you know, it's next door to Starbucks, I believe. Starbucks, Las Margaritas.
Right in between,
Yeah, right in between. The humidor.
Yeah.
next door.
Yeah. All right, on the application of the notice, the notification to municipalities, you listed card license 2002-00282. But on the questionnaire, you had a different card license. Yes,
So-
2024-000-101.
So the way that they do it is when they issue your initial license, they'll give you one number,
Mhm.
the year 2023, and when they do your post-selection application, sometimes they'll just issue you a new number. Both are associated with the same license.
Yeah, they usually issue you a provisional license, it's good for 1 year.
They've made
And then they
extensions
renewed
due
it,
to
they
their.
renewed them.
Oh,
Now the extension is till December of 2026.
So also on the questionnaire list is Martin. Martin?
Come on.
Was that you?
Yes, sir.
Martin? But on the notice, you gave me Marat.
Legal name, Marat,
You're the same.
English name, Martin.
The same person. It's not two different people, right?
Just figure I didn't want you fumbling the pronunciation on the
No.
legal name.
So the legal name is Marat.
The legal name is Marat.
Okay, what's on your license, Marat?
Says Marat, yeah.
Okay, so that's what we use. You also have on the questionnaire, you have Martin Sinati. You're the CEO, and who is Peter Bensness? Okay, you're the chief operating officer, as a partner. What percentage of ownership do you each have?
I have 51 and Peter has 49.
I currently own and operate INYC, which is actually located in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, 152 Bedford Avenue. We've been operating for a year and a half, October 19th.
Okay. Any issues at that location?
Nope, zero.
Yeah, I looked up your 3 warrant complaints at that location. That's all I know.
I was there.
We do very, thank God, well, and with very good contact with the community board. We would like to do more with the community board, except for some reason, every single time I try to do more with the community board, they don't want to do too much with cannabis. Hopefully that's not the case over here. We would be able to work a little bit together to get a couple more things going for the neighborhood, because we are, a neighborhood spot. We're not a big MSO. We're not the, the big RO. We're community based. I'm born and raised in South Brooklyn.
Okay, the Williamsburg location, do you have 100% ownership or do you have a
I'm
partner also?
100% owner.
You have 100% ownership of that. So you're going into partners now with Martin Morale.
No.
Do you intend on hosting any events?
Not really, no. We would like to do some kind of it's not really events, it's more like educational pop-ups. I would like to have certain brands and stuff that are gonna come to the store, inside, not outside, inside the store, where we'd like to educate the community, and people could come in and talk to different brands and educate themselves on different products and stuff like that.
Now, you did have a PowerPoint. Did you want to just go through the slides? Maybe? Or just show them?
Well, you can, if you want to do a mission statement, what we kind of focus on is educating the community and promoting the sale of safe and legal cannabis. And we would like to also by, promoting more legal cannabis shops, opening up in the neighborhoods and close down most of the illegal shops. So most of the illegal shops are the ones that are pretty much selling to minors and selling unsafe and unregulated cannabis, and we're
Potentially
trying to
dangerous cannabis.
potentially baby cannabis, and trying to, like, end that and educate the community on the difference between safe cannabis and legal cannabis as opposed to the unsafe illegal cannabis.
Okay. And all the products that you sell were manufactured in New York State.
Everything is processed, cultivated here in New York State.
What about some of the gummies less than 100 milligrams?
I'm sorry?
Some of the gummies that are less than 100 milligrams?
They're all 100 milligrams or less. That's-
They are
Yeah.
100 milligrams or less. A lot of them
100,
come from
100
California,
milligrams is the top, less is, just less, it's fine.
but they're not manufactured in New York.
They are. There's a
Everything.
keep the sale system in place and they track every step of the production, so
Okay.
upstate, downstate. It has to be made, packed, labeled, and sold in New York. We don't do business with outside states.
Yeah, everything is New York. So you'll see on every single product, it shows the license number and the location of every single, every brand. So each processor and cultivator will have different brands, and
Correct.
other brands from other states, like probably what you're maybe kind of questioning, like let's say a brand like Camila, which I do carry in my store.
Mhm.
It's a California-based brand, but for them to operate here in New York State, they have to create some kind of partnership with a processor here in New York, and they could only be processed here in New York. They cannot bring their California product here and it be sold here in New York.
Thank you for explaining that to me. Security personnel, how would you, how many security guards would be utilizing?
One is what I have right now in my store currently. It'll be the guy standing mainly at the door. They'll be there from open to close, checking ID, and also making sure that no loitering or anything is going on outside. Nobody's just standing around smoking around the store and stuff like that. We want to make sure that people just come in, go, and
Is that
get
gonna
somewhere
be
else.
your employee, or are you gonna use a
Yeah.
bonded company?
No,
That's not our
Okay.
employee.
not
And they're gonna have a New York State license?
No, I use a third party.
You do use a
security
third party?
service, yeah. The security company that I'm using right now is called
Sorry?
Majestic Security Company. He actually does about 20, give or take or so, cannabis dispensaries all over New York.
Mhm.
He's only a cannabis security guard. He only does cannabis locations and stuff like that, and that's who we're gonna be using.
So the personnel are trained.
Trained, licensed, insured, everything is by the book.
If he can't make it or he's sick, they'll send somebody else.
100%. I haven't had any problems with him so far in a year. No,
Very good.
anytime that somebody came late or didn't show well, first off, he usually comes right away, and then he'll have somebody come in his place. Very nice guy, actually.
Okay.
No,
The
for-
interior guy, you're obviously gonna have security cameras, et cetera. You
Yes,
just give
of course,
us the map.
for doorman and heat verification and behavior monitoring, so if
Mhm.
anyone's lingering or loitering outside, he'll politely ask them to keep it moving or. take a-
Are you gonna be using like a queuing system? Where they scan and there's
Yeah,
a line outside, which
that's-
also isn't, but.
That's what I'm using right now. I have this system, I use Dutchie, which is my POS system that I
Mhm.
use. And I have the system, I forget the exact name of it, but it's kind of like my iPhone where it scans the ID, it automatically goes into my POS system. It shows that the person is of age, make sure that it's a proper form of identification and stuff like that. They can't, if it doesn't scan, we don't use it, what I mean?
And that scanning is done by, not the security guard, it's
If
done
not,
by
the security guard.
the security guard.
Security guard is gonna be the one scanning at the door.
Okay. And how many employees do you intend on having in this location?
I'd say in my location, which is smaller than this one, to be honest, which I have about 20. But that's between part-time, full-time. At a time, I probably have, give or take, 6 or 7 employees working at a time. I have 3 different shifts, morning, mid, and night. Here, in Williamsburg, we operate longer hours because it's a nightlife over there, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing till 12, 1 o'clock over here. We're thinking more like 10, 11 o'clock. I put 11 o'clock, but I'm
Right.
thinking more 10 to cater to the community. So if the community, it's not bustling and busy, there's no point for us to be open. We're not just trying to stay open, just to stay open. It's gotta make sense.
All right, and how will you how will you deter people under 21 from coming to
Sorry?
the store? How will you deter?
We have
People-
signage, very
I
clearly
know the
posted
sign.
signage that says 21 and over.
In other words, I mean, we recently saw something where they had like signage catering to children, or kids, I should say,
Really?
yeah,
Mhm.
which
Not from a legal dispensary, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
is a legal dispensary,
Legal
we made them take it down.
What do you mean, like cartoon characters and things like that?
Yes, certainly, yeah,
Yeah, I
some,
could show you, because actually more signs went up too.
It's not
Really?
It's not really copacetic with our image and what our
Right,
intent
And I would
is
love
with
for
it.
you guys to even look at our Instagram and look at my, on Google, it shows a few images of the current store, and
I looked at it,
we have nothing that shows no marijuana leaves, no
Mhm.
joints in the windows or anything like that. Williamsburg is a very artsy spot, so we have actually a couple different artists from the neighborhood that would come and paint our window. To cover the window, because one, we like to cover the window a little bit, make sure that nobody can really see inside. And we don't do any cartoon characters or anything like that. Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
That's what we will.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
That's your neighbor. But he's a different kind of animal. He doesn't have one or two shops.
He's not a mom and pop shop.
He's going for 9, 10, 15, 20. He's trying to do volume.
He has 12, 13, I think, currently open.
yeah.
I
Well, I know you're not allowed
I know
to
about-
franchise,
No, just give you an
they
example
allow-
of advertising that is.
it's not a franchise that he has, it's a partnership.
Or,
There's
yeah.
multiple partnerships. Partnerships, it's gonna be different licensee.
Right.
We actually met the licensee, who's the license of this location. He's a fine gentleman.
All right, so my other question is why Bay Ridge?
Why Bay Ridge? I'm from South Brooklyn. He's from South Brooklyn. I wasn't born and raised there. I immigrated in '94, but he was born and raised there. I have very fond memories in Bay Ridge.
Okay,
And, my wife's favorite bakery is Little Cupcake, a block away from where we are. I'm just trying to bring her home some banana pudding. But also, we like the neighborhood, we like the people, we believe that we can be of service to the community, keep the illegal pot shops closed down and people from going there, make sure the kids aren't coming in our store or being interested in it, and discretion. Your average legal cannabis user doesn't want to walk into a cartoon store. He wants to walk in, get what he has to get, walk out, and nobody has to know his business. So we're just looking to place a little foothold and be a part of your beautiful neighborhood.
and deliveries, how, I saw that on your application, you're not gonna be doing deliveries yet?
No, we are doing
You're gonna-
deliveries. I'm gonna
How do you do
do
it
it,
now?
I'm not gonna start it right away. We're gonna start it probably a little bit later. I did it the same way in my store. We're gonna do probably a couple months of just regular operations before we put into the delivery. How we do deliveries right now is all electric bike. We have to employ, there's no third party deliveries. It's illegal to have any third party delivery service to do deliveries of cannabis. So I'm gonna employ my delivery personnel and all by electric bike.
So on the electric bikes, they have a lockbox on it? I mean, how do
No,
you?
it's a book bag.
Hmm.
I'll be honest with you, it's a book bag. We don't have they don't wear any clothing that says the name of the store or anything like that. They
Mhm.
just kind of mix and blend with the other delivery guys.
Yeah.
So they don't look like they're delivering cannabis because we don't want them to look like.
No,
they're
I
doing
know that.
I don't want to put a lockbox that it looks like they have something to steal. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather them just have a book bag or a delivery bag, just like every other delivery person. So it kind of looks like they're delivering food and everything like that
And
for their own safety and ours.
what's the most cannabis one person can buy in one day?
So it's 3 ounces of flour and it's 24 grams of concentrates.
Okay.
So it's 84 grams of flour, 3 ounces, and 24 grams of concentrates.
So on deliveries, he's only gonna be doing one delivery at a time, he's not.
Yeah,
gonna
it's one
carry
delivery at a
multiple-
time, sometimes couple, 2 or 3 I have them do at maximum. They have to be coming back and forth. I'm not gonna have, there's some people that have like vans and they fill up the van and they could go out. As long as like a third of those by law, it's like as long as a third of them is paid for pre-hand,
Yeah,
you could send out a van and they could do it like that. We're not doing it like that. We're
and right now, I don't think you can take credit cards, correct?
no credit cards, no. But we could do prepayments and that's how we do deliveries. So everybody has to prepay deliveries. The delivery guys are not handling any cash. They actually check out. We have a mobile checkout
Okay,
with Dutch POS system. And they check out off their, you have a delivery phone. It's not their phone that they're using. And we also use a company called OnFleet, which routes the deliveries. And actually, so the client, whenever like, let's say they get notified that deliveries aren't en route, kind of like Uber Eats, where they could track and see whether the
What we
drivers.
like to do, okay, good.
Yeah,
Are they allowed to use debit cards?
they are allowed to use debit cards.
Debit cards.
It's called cashless ATM.
Mhm.
That's how they use debit cards.
Okay. Any
And we will
questions?
be using cashless ATM.
Any questions? Stop.
I'm just have some more, it is a more question actually. Your place, the proposed place will be like some feet from a worship place and some feet from a school.
Yes.
I know it is legal in New York State, but didn't you ever think what is the effect? I'm a doctor, I'm talking from the medical point of view. The cannabis, it has effect on the production of the person. I mean, it affects the testicles and it makes it weaker. It affects the pregnant woman and the baby might be affected by that. It will be, don't you ever think about these effects being near a school? The kids will be running in front of your place.
Well, that's why we put no signage that's gonna show that it's kind of like a cannabis dispensary.
How about the side? I'm talking about you personally, how you think about it. Because people are coming,
Cannabis
like you said,
myself.
they come and they get bags and they go out with the school, students are coming to the place. And when they go with their parents, they cannot, in New York City, they cannot even talk to them, to their kids if they take the cannabis. But from the medical point of view, it does have effects, bad effects on the future of the person.
Nobody underage is allowed to come in.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Nobody
That's why they have
underage
the
is.
special conduct
No,
checks, the valid ID.
Well, the school has.
Schools by law
what
here.
ages? I mean, the school has all ages.
No,
Then, yeah.
18 is high school.
The nearest school is District 20 Pre-K. It's about 601 feet away. It's located on a street, not parallel with us, it's perpendicular, it's an entire block away. And it's a pre-K center, so all the children there have a private yard that they play in. The legal law is 500 feet or more, where it's 601 feet. Based from our front door to the corner of their property line on Google Maps. And I do have a slide of that in our slideshow, so we can demonstrate. And we spent quite a few hours and through several days looking around to see if they do walk the kids anywhere past our store. They don't. Nothing's visible.
There's gonna
from
be kids
outside.
walking, I also, there's gonna be kids walking probably past.
They're gonna go to Starbucks. Not just schools, go to Starbucks, you're gonna be right next door.
Listen, I grew up going to the sandwich spot, Penatico's, right on the corner, you know, I love that sandwich spot. I was going there since I was probably a high school student, you know what I mean? And our job is to educate the community and make sure that it's the same thing like alcohol, right? We wanna educate the people and make sure that people
But this
under
is
the
not
age of
right.
21.
This is not right. I mean, cannabis is something and alcohol is something else. Well,
You have your opinion on it, and I have my opinion on it. I personally think that alcohol has a greater effect on humans and people than cannabis
It's
does.
certainly more addictive and it's
Way
certainly
more
more
addictive.
destructive and it's certainly ruined more lives in its
Like
history
that.
than cannabis.
That is alcohol.
But then again, that's all the
Yeah.
things, right? And you 100% have the right to your opinion. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm 39 years old. I've owned successful businesses that were not cannabis related. I have kids, so 3 kids,
If you wanna
And-
sell for kids, they gonna sell everywhere.
100%.
This is not for kids.
It's
I
not
can't,
for
I
kids.
can't reiterate that enough. This is not for kids. This is for a discerning adult that just wants an alternative to the destructive alcohol. Okay, something for calming effects, something for anxiety, something for pain. We're not only selling pot in a bag, we're selling salves to help your joints after a long day and your arthritis. We're selling tinctures that have absolutely no smoking ability. You put one drop, you're a doctor, you put one drop sublingual under your tongue, and within 5 minutes, you have relief from your muscle pain, from your arthritis, from your glaucoma. Not a destructive plant.
Yeah, just make sure don't sell any.
Any license is the
For the
most
school.
important thing, and I will.
Um,
Every item sold in the store.
Chris, we have
has
a
packages
question.
To make sure kids cannot get in there.
And one of the reasons, I just wanna add one thing, and I understand your opinion, and I can't say that I agree with the opinion, but I can't say you're also wrong. And I think it would be better for you to have legal cannabis shops that are regulated by the state, okay, that have some kind of consequences and stuff that we could actually lose our license rather than being able to get it at a bodega where everybody's selling it right now and people are just walking in, getting it, and those, illegal spots are the ones that are selling it to kids. Understand what I mean?
And doctor, if I may ask you,
More regulated, you'll have more control of it in the community. And you'll be able to educate people on responsible uses of cannabis, just like people try to educate people on responsible uses of alcohol. You know what I mean? That's mine.
So just to follow up with that, I have a neighbor of mine. ADHD since he was a kid, always jumping around. He would take 2 glasses of wine before he went to bed. And he never really smoked. He smoked pot once or twice.
Okay.
He goes out to a bar with his wife and he's like 40 years old. His friend says, try this, you'll feel better. So he had like 2 or 3 drags. He went home. They had to call an ambulance.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Okay, he was like shaking and they thought he was having a seizure.
he was already at a bar. He was already drinking.
He was at a bar.
He was at a bar, he was drinking.
So
Probably
my
don't
thing
mix
is
cannabis
that-
with alcohol.
The merchandise that you have and sell is not going to be the ones where you don't know what's in it, where it would get you to that point.
Exactly right, which brings me to my next point, doctor. If you had a choice between a store with no responsibilities, no license fees, paying no taxes, selling unregulated, untested cannabis, which can potentially have fentanyl, mold, and other toxins, or would you prefer a legal set of guys selling under the law, which every product is tested, seek to sale, has proper warning labels, and is managed, the dosage is managed. You can buy a 5,000 milligram bag of candies in the bodega, which will have 500 milligrams for one small candy. You eat that, you probably will go to the hospital, because that's 10 bags worth of our candy that's legal. The legal limit for an edible in New York is 10 milligrams per serving or less. You will not have a panic attack from 10 milligrams. You will not be calling an ambulance from 10 milligrams or 1 drag of a legal joint.
As long as you also don't mix it with alcohol, that's another thing, you know what I mean? So that's, another thing that I.
That's where you come in on education.
Yeah, exactly. And we are more than happy, with your permission and your help, of course, to provide cannabis education programs on a monthly or bi-monthly basis for the community. Come sit down, hear someone speak about the benefits, the potential dangers, how to use it properly, how to keep it locked away and kept away from your kids, how to open that pesky childproof thing that nobody can seem to open, all of it. We're happy to do it.
There's a question.
Elizabeth,
Hi. So I hear what you're saying about the education. I actually think that you seem very informed about this, and I think it could be very positive if you did want to provide maybe some education at the local schools, particularly about the risks of cannabis-induced psychosis, which I think is something that has become a problem that people are talking about. And so to the extent that that might be something you would be willing to do, I think that'd be great. My question for you is how you're going to deal with smoking on the sidewalk. People are technically allowed to smoke cannabis on the sidewalk in their cars. You're not supposed to really, but everybody seems to be doing it, and there's not really much of an enforcement mechanism. So, you're there by the Starbucks. If people are gathering outside, what's your plan for that? Thank you.
That was the point of when we spoke about the security guard that's gonna be at the front door, and he's gonna be the one that's protecting loitering and making sure that no one's just hanging around. Because it's actually against the law, according to the OCM, to have people smoking right in front of the dispensary.
Okay.
So they can't really just come, purchase the cannabis and go right in front of the dispensary and just hang around and smoke. We actually have to kind of move them along and make sure that they go. There's other laws, and this is how it kind of contradicts it, is you're allowed to smoke cannabis anywhere that you're allowed to smoke cigarettes. So it becomes tricky, but for us, and this is exactly what we do in Williamsburg location, I have the front security guard in the front. Anytime somebody just tries to plop themselves out in front of the store and try to start smoking in front of the store, we kindly we're not trying to start fights with anybody. We're not trying to start arguments with anybody. Politely ask them to please take it somewhere else.
Yeah, just a question, Josephine, the cigar bar. Do the men stay outside smoking cigars?
Mhm.
All
So
day,
what's the difference?
all day, every day.
So what's the
Yeah.
difference? I think cigar smoke is disgusting. Me too. And I smoke cigarettes.
We don't have on-site consumption.
I
They're
think,
able to sit in front because they're smoking inside, they're smoking outside, they're drinking coffee. That's not our business. Our business is to sell it to you, tell you all about it, make sure you're using it safely and legally and away from your kids and pets. And please have a nice day, come back, and we'd love to see you tomorrow or later
Yeah.
today, whatever the case may
So
be. And
you're gonna be between Starbucks and a restaurant, and next door is a cigar bar.
Yep.
Poor guy in the restaurant, he's crying to me one day about cigar bar. All right, on this, so,
It's funny you say that. Our landlord, Severio Ferrari, I don't know if you're familiar with him, he owns our building. And he owns a cigar bar. So he said, you're not gonna have problems with the cigar bar, those are my guys.
I know.
And obviously, you know, the original owner of the building, you know, Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's a legend. And he's very, very happy to have us there. He was completely against the idea. He was 100% no. So Mario was like, hey, meet these guys. I'm connected to these guys. My kids are friends with his kids' friends. Meet them. He met us for 10 minutes. We had a lot in common. Music, photography, etc. I run my photo studio for 20 years. That's my passion in life. This is a side project and also a passion. So when we met, he's like, listen, anybody else know these guys? I want to.
Where's your photo studio?
I'm on Avenue U in McDonald in Gravesend, right by Joseph Avenue,
Okay.
close to you.
Nice.
In business 20 years at that location.
Any questions?
Just to field one more question from Elizabeth. I would love to educate children about the dangers of underage use of cannabis. It's not for you. It's not fun. It's not good in any way. You know, this is medicine. You don't go into your mom's pill bottle to take, you know, her anti-gas medicine. Because guess what? Thank God you don't have any gas. So you shouldn't be using this medicine unless you have something bothering you or wrong with you, and it's not for kids. So I'd be
Also
really happy.
interacts with other medication they may be on,
Yeah.
Yeah, and other than that, but
depression medication and things like that.
100%. I would definitely.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elizabeth, do you have your hand raised again?
Sorry, yeah, one other thing. I was gonna say, and I appreciate that you're willing to go to the schools if they're willing to have you. I think it would be good to have some education about this since it's everywhere right now. One of the things that the community has raised repeatedly about this is why do we need so many of these shops? Why are there so many of them? Why are they on every block? Why do we need to have them there? You know, there is a proximity situation. So you know, it's legal, it's fine. But I am starting to wonder, given how many of them there are now and they're established, is how you're all going to compete with one another. And I mean, some of that's just capitalism, that's the way things go, but I'm a little bit nervous about that. And we have you here. So if you wanted to comment on that, what your marketing strategy is going to be, since you can't market to people who are, you know, so actively. We don't want a situation like we saw with the astronaut posters around schools. I don't think that you're going to be doing that, but people are concerned that there's so many of these shops. So that's my 2 cents. And I'm not saying they shouldn't be there, but we should be thinking about that. But thank you.
I'll start this off and you finish it. Thank you for that question, Elizabeth. It's a very, very pertinent issue. The reason why there should be more of these shops is to replace illegal, illicit stores. If you live on 94th and you have to walk to 86th for a legal pot shop, but there's an illegal one on 92nd or 93rd, you're gonna stop by the illegal one out of convenience. It's just, you're not gonna walk the 9 blocks and 9 blocks back. So if we put these places conveniently located, we can effectively erase, eradicate, and replace the illegal shops selling unsafe cannabis and potentially selling it to kids or anyone underage. And, you know, Barbara's neighbor who took 3 paws and needed to go to a hospital. So the reason for us existing is to make it legal, to make it mainstream, to make it regulated, safe, out of access for children, and out of sight.
Okay, thank you.
On the Williamsburg location is we have email blast marketing, and that's mainly just to people who actually are coming into the store, sign up for educational purposes to find, because we don't have any loyalty programs or anything like that, to sign up like a membership for educational purposes, and we send them email blasts and stuff like that. So it's not like we're just got guerrilla marketing where I'm gonna have somebody coming out there and just standing out, giving out flyers everywhere, you know what I mean? We're not allowed to, at the end of the day, no billboards, and we're very, very limited in how we can, so it's kind of like, you know, as you know basis type of thing. And that's why we're trying to look for a place that has actually great foot traffic, which Phil Avenue does have an amazing foot traffic, obviously. So we'll be able to be somewhat known, and developing this brand, which is actually very well known in New York right now. high-end, when I see everybody, it's like, we've been a big thing, you know, we've top 50 in the state right now, out of 500 stores that are open out there. We follow all regulations. We had zero problems with OCM. We have zero problems with the community. We try to do little things. I did have a commercial that I took down. I'm not gonna lie. On News 12.
Which is not really what
But it was also after hours. It was actually, they ran the commercial from 9 o'clock till 5 a.m. and they wouldn't run it. Those were the hours that they were out running it just because it was cannabis. But again, that canceled, not doing it no more, to be honest with you. Wasn't worth it.
Just to touch on one other item that Elizabeth inquired about. We're 2,146 feet away from the next dispensary called Kaya Bliss on Third Avenue. So, you know, one store every 2,200 feet is not as saturated as in Manhattan, where you can take 3-4 steps in 3 blocks without hitting another store.
Or Williamsburg, I am right now where I got about 10 stores around me.
And our rent is reasonable. Our landlord is just with us and keep it, you know, reasonable for us where we can afford it and not be forced to, you know.
So right now you have an active lease?
We are
Or
currently in the
conditional.
middle of a conditional lease, which is extended by our deposit. The only thing that we're waiting for now is OCM and UPS, and
Yeah.
you all know the
You have
timeline
it,
for
yeah, I
OCM.
know. So you have a conditional lease predicating on the fact that if you get the.
Yeah, the minute we get the approval email from
Yeah.
OCM, it converts to a real lease and we are taking possession.
So in the past, the board has denied or given negative opinions on relocations. And all 3 are open. You know? So what I'd like to do is give you a positive opinion with a stipulation. Right? And the stipulation would be like this, you know, we'll give you a positive opinion with the following stipulation. All right? This will be my motion. The hours of operation will be Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Security guards will be utilized. No smoking and consumption will be permitted on the premises. If people congregate outside, the security personnel will disperse. The queuing access system, oh, you did have that. The applicant will provide an employee manual and overview of training. Did we provide that?
Yes, and the CO was emailed to you,
Yeah.
in about
Mhm.
40 minutes ago.
There'll be an ID check at the alcove. Right, you did give me a floor plan.
It's a tentative floor plan.
I know.
Once we get an architect in there, we'll change it around a bit, but it's pretty straightforward in there.
The applicant will utilize an ID scan system. You do that, right? The applicant will utilize cameras in all access points. If there is a glazing requirement, the applicant will meet such requirement as outlined in the marijuana taxation act, MRTA. Prior to opening, the community board will have a meeting with the applicant to review the security plan, the floor plan, and any concerns that may arise. Anybody want to add anything? Good. Any second? Second, Jonathan.
Actually, he's
Yeah.
going along with it.
All right. All those in favor, please signify.
In favor.
Okay, thank you. Any opposed?
Thank you, board. And thank you,
Any
Elizabeth.
recusals? All right.
No, I
There
just think
is-
that the educational programs are very important.
I'll highlight
Um,
those.
That's our, that's.
We're
our-
going to have a
that's the main
meeting
goal.
Tuesday
This Tuesday,
at the,
Tuesday, November 21st, correct?
yes,
yes.
You know, like
October.
To attend?
October 21st.
Okay, yes.
We'll be there.
Because as you heard the questions here, other board members will have
I'm sure.
questions, obviously.
I'm sure.
All right. This is a couple of years now. It's still a new thing
Right.
going on. And we look to work together.
It's a-
I did want to mention to the committee that Officer Delilah Benitez was here from the 6A precinct. I noticed her on, and I just wanted to let you know that she was here tonight.
But one other thing I wanted to ask you, on the questionnaire, you know, I asked if you would allow the police to come in and do
Yes.
these. Right, and it's usually
I
crime.
think I put yes. I don't mind.
On the questionnaire, all right, yeah. Because it's crime prevention survey, it's your benefit.
No, I think we put yes, I think We knows, and the yeses we left open
Okay.
because
Oh, okay.
that's how we, maybe we
Alright.
did it wrong, maybe you misunderstood.
We're happy to
So
have.
next out the no's because.
Because you're not the only one that said no to it, other establishments.
No, I
that
have
said
no
no,
problem
and I
with
asked
it.
about
And to be
climate
honest,
prevention surveys.
The
Or
OCM
benefit.
the OCM also has access to our cameras.
Yeah.
And, we have no problems, again, if OCM has access and you guys feel like you guys wanna have access to the cameras, you can give your own thing, obviously can't make any changes or anything like that. But if you wanna look into the operation and see what's going on, no problem. We're an open book, we're, like I said, I'm doing it for a year and a half now. I take pride in it, and this is something that I think is important. And it's important to be done the right way, and I think a lot of people are doing it the wrong way. And the only way to do it is together and with permission, of the community.
As you know, when first the Office of Cannabis Management opened up and they started this rollout, that it was a shit show. To say the least. All right.
But
Right,
yes,
and getting applicants and getting licensing and they basically,
People who were running the illegal shops.
were like having a free fall. So the rollout is horrible. That's why all the 1,001 questions we have.
I understand. I
Have
understand.
to answer 1,001 to 1,003. I have a question for you, after. You mentioned glazing,
Right.
are we talking donuts or?
No, the glass.
Glass, okay, so you mean
Okay.
tinting and frosting glass and all this inside, that's a fantastic idea, we don't need people peeping in.
Well, you should have a little bit where people can see inside
Yeah, I
in case
want
you're,
Right, the glazing means that we can see something.
for your security.
exactly what I want to do, something that I did in my shop, but I do it a little bit differently. In my shop, the way I do it is we create like a nice little background artwork on there,
Like a mural.
what's it called? And we change it seasonally. Sometimes.
Because we did have, and you probably know, there have been a lot of holdups with the illegal shops, a lot of robberies going on.
This way the police can see into where,
Yeah,
see what's going on.
before they.
100%.
Well, just to mention, the security system we have has 24-hour remote monitoring, so if something happens at night when we're not there, cops are showing up on.
I know in your schematic, you had the vault in the back and everything else, you had the alcove in the front.
And then don't forget also we'll monitor the cameras on for 60 days, so.
You're gonna have
I
access to the basement too, I think?
We do have access to the basement.
It's a one-story shop, that nobody's loving.
Exactly.
One story in the front, like 1.5 story in the back, it's very tall in the back and has a loft.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful spot,
It's commercial.
a lot of history. FDR, were you with me at FDR? They won't mind.
It was one of my kids.
Where did you teach?
Fort Hamill.
Well, I had a choice, but FDR was so much closer. I actually grew up until 16 years old. Sorry, till about 21 in Borough Park, near Borough Park. 61st between 14 and 15.
That's that
So
deal.
when we had to go out, late early 40s, we went to Salty Dog on Third Avenue. Then I went to Ammonia to hang out till 3 in the morning. I've been here a long time. And
Right.
really happy and looking forward to being here.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right,
Hope I can miss you, sir.
motion to adjourn, okay.
All